Don't be listening to all this bullshit scare tactics. Whatever's going to happen is written in concrete, you guys. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Do You Understand? Episode 6. So I just want to touch a little bit on what's happening around the world right now. I usually don't go there, but, I'm being sent a lot of little links here from TikTok, from there, from here's some of these folks on these podcasts, doing a lot of these scare tactics, which is, it's basically, causing a little bit of friction and panic. I don't know what their goal is. I don't know if it's views. I don't know if it's, what the hell it is. But, it's kind of upset me. I usually wouldn't have talked about this topic. I'd kind of leave it alone. But with that being said, I'm going to make an exception today. I want to talk a little bit about, obviously the obvious thing is the Israel and Palestine, situation we got going on presently. There's a whole lot of thoughts, as to who's to blame, what's to blame, being oppressed, being controlling, taking more land, or not giving the freedom from both sides arguments. I think both sides have really great arguments. I think both are equally innocent as well as equally guilty as to what's going on right now. Of course, nobody can deny or say that what happened wasn't, bad and doesn't justify, some from what's happening now. But, shutting off on the water deal, the electricity and the gas and the fuel that sustains, people's lives in hospitals. I think that right there, I used to tell my daughter, my favorite word to her was no. There's certain no-nos in life. Okay. That's why we have, special forces, and we have the best incredible special forces in the planet. And I know that, Israel has, some of the most sophisticated, special forces in the world as well. I think that, that the approach, if you want to target the head of the snake, should be done by special forces, or should be done, something besides, just flattening buildings and just, collateral damages. It's been pretty ruthless in respect to people dying. I'm sure it's not being intentionally, some people will argue the opposite, of course, some people will argue, that, it is intentionally. We just want to wipe them out, and it's genocide, and we want to take over the Gaza Strip, and et cetera, et cetera. But, I also understand that the other side where, hey, you're just coming in and, if doing those type of deals where you're kidnapping, killing babies, killing grandmas, on October 7th, those are things that, that gotta be, not forgotten. And it's horrible because, I've got both, Israeli, Jewish, really good friends, best friends, actually some best friends that I have. You got this one outfit that's coming along and does this thing, it's just horrible. I mean, horrible. It's like you got to put it, where, if that were done upon you and your family, what would you do? What would your reaction be? Is there a limit to it? Some people, it's just, there's, they don't want, the limit is, gone, disappear, never again. Let there be no chance of this ever happening again. And that's why I talk about both sides being equally innocent and both sides being equally guilty. I think that, when you start, when it starts affecting babies, the young, the older, the handicap, and, and it's just a matter of flattening out. It kind of shows kind of an objective there. The objective being, you just want to rid these people, and that's how some people can look at it. I'm being completely non-judgmental, just so that it's clear. I'm just being transparent as to what I see, what I hear, what people are putting up, and this is what I'm basing everything off. What is the truth? I don't think anybody really knows what the truth is. You get some folks from Palestine that'll say, hey, show me the proof about this and show me the proof about that. And you get some folks saying, hey, when's enough type deal. Then on the other side of that coin, you've got, people that are burying their family, their friends, their loved ones, And like I said, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. And you can't justify it by saying that, they were in prison or oppressed and that they, it's like an open air prison, which, I mean, that's something to be looked at, looked at strongly. Does it justify what happened? Hell no. And I say that's a big hell no, okay? Does not justify it. And then we have to also remember that the 2.2, 2.1, amount of the population that lives in the Gaza Strip, nobody's saying that they are even with this outfit that's going around and doing what they did. I'll say the name Hamas, and then, what really pisses me off, and the reason that I'm even talking about this right now is, because like I said, I stay away from this type of arena, but I'm saying it because, it's just some bullshit going on. You got these idiots, I'm going to call them, that are on these, they're out there on YouTube or whomever or wherever, and they're saying, well, hey, on Friday the 13th, the Hamas former leader said, all Palestinians uprise and commit this and that, commit that and do this and go out and do this and that. And it's a fucking scare tactic, you guys. It's a fucking scare tactic. What the hell happened? Not a damn thing. You know why? Because Americans are a hell of a lot more smarter than to listen to some idiot, from that says, okay, hey, uprise. And, they know they got it good. We all got it good. Whoever lives in the United States has it good. You can't go preaching that word about how unfair that shit is over in Hamas. Why? Because they kill you. You got to understand that, but I understand the pain that goes on between both sides. And it's just, is there a real answer to it? I would say no. It's like talking politics and religion, and that's what we're talking about. That's a big no. But I would say that we have to kind of reflect on our values, on ourselves, where, how about if we were in that situation, not knowing where to go, where to do, where the hell, do I make a left? Do I make a right? Does the bomb hit me here? Does it hit me there? Or at the same time, with, these Hamas characters go in there and they just, cause a bloody murder scene and, and then think that, they're getting the upper hand. But I think there are other avenues of approach on this, whether it be politically or whether it be sending in special forces, whether it be, if you know where the targets are, okay, if you're just bombarding something in somewhere and then you could just say, hey, we know we got some of the Hamas leaders. How in the hell do you know that? You don't really know that because you're just fucking flattening up an area. Then you got the other side saying, it's bullshit because you're just killing everybody, it is bullshit. It is bullshit. And how does somebody could say that they've killed specifically the leader, or not the leader, but some of the head Hamas leaders? You can't. This is an airstrike. This is a bombardment. This is daisy sweepers landing 2,000, 3,000 pound bombs that are just landing and plastering. As to what happened with that hospital, we don't know. We get one side says yes, this side did it. We get one side says no, this side did it. It's got to be understood that the good thing is that we got a bunch of smart people in this world, okay? Really, really smart people. And those smart people know that, yes, we are kind of in an area right now where, it could just open up a can of worms. And it could end up involving, if the U.S. gets involved and then, Iran gets involved and then, everything gets, it can go to shit. It can open up a can of worms and just become a shit show. So I'm asking that, everybody, keep their head on, relax, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, you guys. Relax. Don't listen to all this bullshit. You don't listen to me? Don't listen to me, okay? I don't care. I'm just telling you my feelings. I'm here in my garage, kicking back, hanging out, expressing and venting what I see. Am I right? I don't know. Am I wrong? I don't know. I'm neither or. But I'm just saying that one thing I do know is that America and the world has a thinking tank. Now, that thinking tank consists of some of the most smartest people in the world. When big decisions are made, they go into what's called a thinking tank, and they discuss and what the hell and how the hell we can get the hell out of this, or what the hell we can do to overcome this. So I just want to send a message out there. Don't be listening to all this bullshit scare tactics. Whatever's going to happen is written in concrete, you guys. Enjoy your lives. Tell your loved ones you love them. Every day, continue your day as if, it was a normal day. Is there shit happening? Of course there's shit happening. Thank God it's not happening in your backyard right now. Maybe some of the folks that are listening to this, it is happening in their backyard right now, which I sympathize for and I even hate thinking about the atrocities that are taking place. And let's just see, okay, how and what we can do this in a civilized way. So you guys, we can't let these people manipulate our minds, manipulate our thoughts, manipulate our views. We continue on the path of respecting each other, continue on the path of living your life, embracing your loved ones, and hoping and praying that everything works itself out, and not to become a bigger picture. Stay with that message that let's just try to work it out. Let's just try to be nice to each other. I know it's tough, but don't listen to this hatred bullshit. Don't listen to these scare tactics bullshit that's going on. You get what you give. You get what you give. Remember that. Episode 6. We're out.